Horoscope for Capricorn, Friday, 30 January 2026. Welcome to Cosmologicaleb. Today, Capricorn, the energy of the day feels like a tense rope between the urgent and the unexpected. You feel that pressure that drives you to act, but also that tingling uncertainty that asks for patience. Mercury in square with Uranus brings that feeling that something can deviate from the road, but Saturn in sextile with Uranus and Uranus in sextile with Neptune offer a balance that, if you hear it, will guide you to clarity. The Sun and Mars in conjunction in the house 2 awaken your ambition and inner strength, while Mercury and Venus urge you to negotiate, communicate, and balance your values. Today, the cosmos challenges you to find the balance between momentum and strategy. In the professional terrain, Capricorn House 2, where the Sun, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto are located, turns your office or workplace into a strategic battlefield. Imagine you're at a crucial meeting where every word weighs like a coin on a scale. Mercury in conjunction with Venus gives you the gift of precise and seductive communication, perfect to close agreements or defend your ideas with elegance. But the square between Mercury and Uranus in House 5 warns that something unexpected could disrupt your fluidity. A crucial email that is delayed, a last-minute change in a project, or a partner who questions your approach. The key is to keep calm and use Saturn in sextile with Uranus to structure your decisions without letting urgency dominate you. When reviewing your budget or planning an important expense, rely on your instinct, Pluton in 2, and logic, Saturn, to avoid getting carried away by impulses. If today you have to make a decision about an investment or a financial commitment, do it with your head cold and don't let the emotion, Uranus in 5, cloud your judgment. House 2 also talks about your personal value, so remember that your work not only generates income, but also builds your identity. If you feel that you are in a zone of comfort that limits you, Mars encourages you to take a bold action, but Pluto reminds you that sometimes change comes implicitly, as when a routine breaks and you make way for something more powerful. As far as your health and routine are concerned, House 6, ruled by Saturn in House 3, asks for structure and discipline. You feel in your body that energy of Mars and the Sun in House 2, a force that drives you to move, but also a tension in your shoulders or jaw if not the channels well. Imagine that you are in the gym, sweating with a weight that seems impossible to lift, but at the end of each series, you feel how your body is transformed. Saturn tells you that today is not a day to improvise, but to follow a routine, either at work or in your rest time. If you are tempted to work beyond the usual, give yourself permission to disconnect. A simple ritual, such as stretching every hour or preparing an infusion with soothing herbs, can be the key to balancing intensity. House 6 also refers to the management of daily tasks. If you have backlogs, prioritize the most urgent ones and delegate the others. Saturn reminds you that efficiency comes from discipline, not from perfection. If you feel that your productivity is low, try dividing a big task into 3 small steps, like ordering a drawer that has been untouched for months. Each small achievement will give you a dose of satisfaction that fights frustration. In the emotional world and your relationships, the Moon in House 7 and Jupiter there invite you to expand your ties, but Uranus in House 5 adds a dose of surprise. Today you might find that a conversation with a colleague or friend takes an unexpected course, or that a romantic idea you were making comes to life immediately. Imagine you're having dinner with someone special, and suddenly, the awkward silence breaks with a sincere confession that opens new doors. The Moon in 7 asks you to pay attention to the details, a gesture, a look, a word spoken at the right moment. But Uranus in 5 can bring tension, as if a stagnant romance suddenly moved with a dizzying speed. You might feel the need to release an accumulated energy, like when the stress of the office is reflected in a discussion with a family member. Don't be afraid of changes, but if you feel something moving too fast, use Jupiter in 7 to balance generously. If there is a misunderstanding with a colleague, Write him a clear and kind message instead of leaving him in the air. House 4 with Neptune reminds you that sometimes conflicts come from a deep emotional place, such as an unexpressed fear or a need for protection. Today, Capricorn, do not be afraid of sensitivity. Even if it seems complicated, allowing you to be honest with someone close to you can be the first step in building something more solid. On the mental and spiritual ground, Saturn in House 3 asks you to order your thoughts as if you were sorting files into a chaotic drawer. Imagine that you are on your desk, surrounded by disorganized papers, and you start grouping them by dates or themes. That's your mind today, full of ideas but in need of structure. Mercury and Venus at home too urge you to communicate your plans clearly, while the trine between Saturn and Uranus allows you to see things from a broader perspective. If you are studying for an exam, today you are going to review the key points, not accumulate more information. The 12th house, with Neptune, reminds you that sometimes confusion comes from internal fear. Perhaps you are afraid of failure or success. If you feel your mind gets stuck, try writing your worries on a paper and putting it aside. Saturn tells you not to be obsessed with what you can't control. Let's focus on what we can mold. If you have to give a speech or a presentation, practice browsing the transparencies in order, not as if you were going to improvise. House 3 also refers to short trips, such as a public transport journey where you can use your time to read or listen to a song that makes you feel at peace. To balance the energy of the day, today I propose a ritual of protection based on the square aspects. Cut one lemon in half. The fruit represents Mercury's energy, which is now in tension with Uranus, and place 3 cloves of smell, a fire element to transform friction into power. Place it somewhere visible in your house, like the dining table or the desk. Lemon will act as a purifier of negative energies, and nails as shields to protect you from unforeseen events. This ritual not only symbolizes the alchemy of turning stress into strength, but also reminds you of giving space to the unexpected. The color of today's good vibrations is the blue, associated with Mercury. This color symbolizes clear communication, logic, and adaptability. To add it to your day, you can wear a t-shirt with details in that tone, or wear a pen or a blue pen in your pocket. Even a small detail, like the wallpaper of your mobile phone with an image of a clear sky, can tune your mind into Mercury's energy, helping you think calmly and communicate accurately. The blue sky also balances the energy of Mars in House 2, softening its intensity and allowing you to act with more control. Today, you will discover that solutions come not from brute force, but from the combination of patience and audacity. Have a nice day, dear Capricorn. Subscribe to Cosmological Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.